Those of us in news love a great headline, even when they're not real. Of course, the undisputed champion of the genre is The Onion. Back in 1998, when it seemed like there was a new Starbucks opening on every other block of every other city in America, The Onion ran this headline: "New Starbucks opens in restroom of existing Starbucks." I thought of that fake news article today when I stumbled across a headline that seemed just as absurd, though, of course, this one was the real deal. From the Wall Street Journal's website, Bank of America forecloses on itself. Short entry pointed me to a story from the South Florida Business Journal that chose the more straightforward headline: Bank of America foreclosing on building with branch office. The branch is the anchor for a strip mall in Boynton Beach, Florida, just south of West Palm Beach. The report also states the company who owns the property being foreclosed on owes $7.5 million on the mortgage. So there, it's happened. Officially, the foreclosure crisis in this country, as acute and destructive as it's ever been, has gotten so bad it is beyond satire. Take the new housing numbers just out today. Single-family home prices fell 3.6% in March when compared to March of last year. That index fell to a historic low in April of 2009. And there was a rebound that started in late 2009 and lasted through last year, thanks largely to the first-time homebuyers tax credit, and now back down again, leading to a dreaded double dip in the housing market. Numbers are down in cities across the country, with Minneapolis hit the hardest. It's the only city to see a double-digit drop in home prices, down 10% in just 1 year. The first quarter of this year, 28% of the mortgages on single-family homes in this country were still underwater. That means borrowers owed more on the loan than the house was worth. And still, remarkably, infuriatingly, no one in the federal government really seems to care enough to do anything about it. There's a very simple chain of causation here. The economy won't recover until the housing market stabilizes, and the housing market won't stabilize so long as there's an epidemic of foreclosures and millions of unaffordable mortgages. The way out of the mess is painfully clear. The president can use the power he's been granted by the original TARP legislation to mandate real mortgage modifications. Congress can pass a bill to reform our bankruptcy law so judges can restructure mortgages on primary residences as they are currently able to do on vacation homes and, yes, yachts. None of this is happening, however. Even a Democratic Congress couldn't pass bankruptcy reform, and the administration's loan modification program, HAMP, is a grotesque embarrassment. Everyone in Washington seems content to pretend the problem will go away. But today's housing numbers show, once again, that there's no way to sever the fate of the real economy from the fate of the housing market. And incumbent politicians, up to and including the president, should remember, there's no way to sever their individual re-election chances from the state of the economy. If enough people find themselves kicked out of their homes, you're likely to find yourself kicked out of office. In other words, if Bank of America can be foreclosed on, then so, metaphorically at least, can you.